What's up, y'all? This is Isaiah B. I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in to the channel. I appreciate you guys so much. And without further ado, let's get right into today's topic. So today, I'm going to be talking about celebrating the small victories. Celebrating the small victories. And this could be something very small, It could be maybe you're trying to lose weight. You're trying to slim down. And you just lost 2 to 5 pounds, Or maybe you're in school and you're trying to get a really good grade and you used to be on a C average, but now you're at a B, a B minus, These are still wins. These are still progressions that you're making, and they should never be overlooked. And, society tends to cause one to want to overlook these things, because you see people with the fancy car, the expensive house, the jewelry, stuff like that, But more times than not, for the people that have those things in their life, there were small victories that they had to complete as well, And this excludes the ones who were born with a silver spoon in their mouth, the ones who were born with money. I'm talking about your average person who is self-made, the ones who had to grind to get to where they're at. As I said, those people specifically, they'll tell you small victories do count, and they're important. They're important. And it's important that you do not forget this. You can't forget it. Because it's one of those things where it's easy to forget, and it's easy to be boggled down and pushed down by what society's teaching you. But at the same time, you have to make sure you're your own person and that you're able to progress at your own pace. This is what's going to control your win to loss columns, is the fact that you're able to remind yourself of what you're trying to accomplish. You got to keep reminding yourself, and that'll work for you. Whatever works for you, whatever pace, whatever accomplishments that you like to celebrate, make sure you celebrate them. Don't let nobody tell you differently. Don't let nobody tell you differently. And also watch the people that you're telling this stuff to. The small victories. Make sure you watch who you're telling it to. Because there are people too who like to be negative all the time and suck the fun out of everything. Or more so suck the positivity out of everything because they're so miserable, what have you. So whenever you're accomplishing something, they'll be saying negative comments, just trying to torment you in order for them to feel good about themselves. It's a sad reality, but it's a lot of people like that. Their win is making you seem like you lost. So forget that. Forget them. Focus on your task at hand. If you're trying to lose that weight, you're trying to buy that house, you're trying to get into that career that you're dying to be in, keep focusing in on that. Don't focus in on nothing else. Don't focus in on nothing else. Almost like a horse with the blinders that's on. The blinders that's on their eyes. That's what's going to count. That's all that's going to matter. You see? So keep that in consideration. Keep that in consideration. And also, I would suggest that people write their small victories down I personally write down all my victories, small or big, but definitely the small ones are included. And this just serves as a reminder of how great you have been over the years. You know, it's just a reminder. You know, so that way, whenever you feel like you're down or you feel like you're not able to accomplish something, then you just check your log. You know, check down the small victories that you wrote down. And this will help you. You see? And this is also something that you just have to be consistent with. You know, you can't celebrate a small victory one day, the next day you don't, the other day you do. You know, you have to make sure that you're able to be consistent with it, stay on track with it. You know? Because if you're trying to progress, it's the small steps that matter. You know, nobody had an elevated success. You know, and remember, I'm talking about the self-made individuals, the ones who got their own on their own, not your family millionaires who had a kid and then a kid's just suddenly a millionaire. No, I'm talking about the one who came from nothing or came from little, and now they're in a position to make certain moves. You know? So if you were to even ask them, they'll tell you the small steps matter. The small steps are going to lead to the big ones. You know, there's no elevated success. The small steps are what you need. Now, keep in mind too, this is not going to be easy. I'm someone who's already in a certain flow with hard work, with dedication, with commitment, with discipline. I'm at a certain level where I do shit automatically. But if this is something that's new to you, then take the advice I gave you. Write stuff down. Be consistent. Take the small steps and just keep reminding yourself of why you're doing what you're doing. You know, if you're trying to lose weight, keep reminding yourself of why you're doing cardio. If you're trying to buy that house, keep reminding yourself why you're saving up money. You know, keep reminding yourself of why you are doing what you're doing. You know, that's all it takes. But your average person don't want to do that. You know, your average person don't want to go through the motions and remind themselves and stay consistent. They don't want to do it. You know, we live in a society where people want things given to them. And as I said, you know, with the families, there are people who get things without having to do much, i.e. celebrities. So, with that being said, you know, you have to make sure you're working your ass off, you know, because it's not fair. Life is not fair, you know. But oh well, you got to suck it up. You got to do the little things. You know, you were born into a certain family with a certain SES, socioeconomic status. And oh well, you know, if you want to improve it, change it. You know. But it starts with you. The improvement has to start with you. You know. So once you do that, then you'll be on a better track than before. You'll start to see certain habits that you had slowly start to go away, you know, and they'll be replaced with better habits, you know, and you just build on that. You know, you continuously build on that. And, you know, you'll get to where you need to get to in due time, you know. And last thing, be patient. Be patient. Don't let anything or anybody rush you, as everybody's success is different. Everybody's success is different. So if you keeping your pace, you're reminding yourself of your reasoning for doing the tough things, then you should be fine. You should be fine. So that's it, y'all. That's all I got. I appreciate you guys again. And, I'm going to keep these videos coming. I'm going to keep motivating you guys, give you guys knowledge, game, different aspects of me I'm sharing with you guys. So, you're welcome. So that's it, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Take care.